Hello. For today's training, we are going to talk about email broadcasts and how to use the email builder. So to begin, we're going to go over here to comms. I'm going to click on email broadcasts. We're going to create an email broadcast. And the first thing you'll notice is that Keap has a lot of templates that we could use. I'm just going to scroll through for a sec. Feel free to drop through and choose one that you like. You also have the availability up here to choose the use. So for today, we're going to choose a newsletter. That's one of the most common uses for using broadcast emails. So again, you notice you've got lots of different options here. I'm going to go ahead and just choose this one right here that says newsletter. Here we go. So pretty straightforward drag and drop builder. When you hover over an element, you notice that it's highlighted. When you click on it, the editing column over to the right opens and you can upload your image. If you click here to auto width, you see a slider that allows you to change the size and so on. You can do all that. When you click on a text box, you'll notice this editing column open or editing row opens up and you can choose to use bullets or numbers. You can change the text color, add a highlight, create a link, things along those. When you reach out to the side here, you notice that I've got a row. So I'm going to click on the row this time. This is where you can tell Keap what you want your row to look like. One column, two even columns. In this instance, it's two not quite even columns. If you scroll down here, you can see there's column one. I could adjust the background color and things. There's column two. For the row properties, I could set the entire row content background color. You notice that it's white there, or the entire row color itself, which extends it out just a little bit further. This is also where you could add a background image should you choose to the row. Okay, down at the bottom, you have padding, which is what gives us space. Excuse me. If I were to say, add a 0 there, it added space at the top of my column. That's what padding does. Right here, this little X allows you to close the editing column and come back here to all of your options. The options, you notice you've got your social media. Let me pull that out so you can see that because there are lots of options here. Here's where you can tell it, for instance, what type of circle or square you would like. Down below, you could, or excuse me, up here, now you can just click on it and you can choose and you see how it pulls out in here. Okay. Now let's say you wanted YouTube up higher. You just move it. It's that simple. Make sure when you do this, you put your full link here, not the general Instagram link. Okay. I'm going to hit X here to go back here. The body allows you to change the background color for the entire email all at once. Okay, it also allows you to set your text defaults, your content width, the alignment if you wanted it left aligned or center aligned, etc. Okay. Images, you have millions to choose from between Unsplash, Pexels, Pixabay, etc. When you find an image that you like, simply drag and pop it over there. Uploads would give you items that you previously uploaded that you could choose to use from. Content takes you back to your blocks. When your email is completely done, you could save it as a template should you choose, send yourself a test, preview, Here at the top, you can preview it. You notice on a desktop or what it's going to look like on mobile. It does remind me when you are editing, for instance, here, you do have the ability to toggle between it. So you could potentially, like for this one, might want to drop that down just a little bit. Actually, I think I might want to change the rows. Anyway, here's how you can kind of, like I said, play with all of your stuff. Next, send. Sorry, with the video shared, it's taking just a moment. Here's where you can choose the from. So for instance, if you wanted it to come from the contact owner, you could, or you could set it to yourself directly. Here in the two is where you could choose to add a group. For instance, maybe you want this to just go out to clients. No problem, you can add your client list. You see now that there's 11 people that's going to. You can have the subject line. When you click inside of there, notice you can choose to use the merge field, contact, first name. Here's what's going on in November. You can choose to send it now or schedule it for an upcoming date. And that is how you use the email builder.